Action-packed.
You okay, bro?
There's something to see on every foot of film.
Former NOFD Chief Charles Parent hasn't seen this video
Trying to get to my house back here on Reed.
in 20 years.
This is all about to get more people.
It's kind of hard to look at.
You're looking at New Orleans East after Katrina.
When you work with some of the best people in the world, it is emotional.
These heroes called themselves the New Orleans East Fire Department.
You got enough food and water to last you next week?
One of the heroes, the man behind the camera.
It was one of my young firefighters, Richard McCurley, and he actually filmed the incident from the very beginning.
Ease your way down. Gotcha. Ease your way down.
150 people, one street.
It's very compelling. You can see the firemen on their little ski-doos. They brought in their own watercraft and boats. That's the hospital that was next to them with people on the balcony.
Parent says NOFD had just one boat before Katrina.
Go back in.
Young guy said, you know, Chief, we need a miracle. I said, every time you go out there in that boat and you rescue somebody off a roof, that's a miracle for them.
How many miracles do you think happened?
At least 15,000.
And while you can feel the miracles in this video, there were many moments that were anything but. Parent recalls one of his firefighters finding a family member dead.
He found his grandmother who passed away in the storm. He said, my grandmother would want me here, you know, rescuing her neighbors, and he stood on duty. That's the kind of fireman I have.
It's those emotions that he says still stay inside the department's soul.
Just by saying that I'm willing to put my life on the line for somebody else, that says a lot.
And McCurley's video shows NOFD did just that.
Get the ladies out first.
Parent says McCurley was already scheduled for a promotion, and by September, that happened.
I met him on the Mississippi River Bridge and swore him in as a captain.
Months after Katrina, the water dried up, but devastation remained. The New Orleans Fire Department, they never stopped. Captain McCurley answered a call in New Orleans East, where the traffic lights were still out.
It hit the front of the insurance truck, which tilted it. It flipped over and rolled several times. The operator broke his hip. The firefighter broke his neck, but he survived. And Captain McCurley, he was pinned by the fire engine, and the last thing he did was call for help for his people.
McCurley, during one of his last moments, called for help, not for himself, but for others.
He was definitely a hero. He was our future. So yes, it's still a great loss to the fire department and to me. He was my friend.
December 2nd, 2005, McCurley was killed. He was only 33 years old.
He didn't have anything, any uniforms to be buried in, so we buried him in my uniform. He was a great loss to the fire department.
And without him, that video would not exist.
That's true. Even through all this, he had the wherewithal to film and document everything the fire department in New Orleans East was going through. And they called themselves the New Orleans East Fire Department because they were cut off from the rest of the fire department. And they did their job.
And it's the people, like McCurley, that help bring New Orleans back. A man, part of a department filled with heart, heroes, and hope. Aubrey Killian, WDSU News.